sing In Re Don Giovanni by Mozart. That was the tune of today. That was the tune of today. A marvelous tune that made it a day. They called Mozart the Wonder Boy. It was mind-blowing music. I think so. So, it really blew my mind, this Rhapsody in strings in blue. Wow. So today is another nice blue day. It's Shabbat, at the beginning of the Shabbat. Beautiful things can happen, will happen, will happen. I take my pills. What is there to do other than to take the pills? It's D and zinc. And in the evening I take something called melatonin. Melatonin with, I think it's also zinc because it makes you sleep. And it's the sleeping hormone that makes you drown. When I wake up in the morning, it really drowns me down. Well, let me swallow this. This picture is a picture which my daughter painted. I think it's something very unique to that. It's beautiful. Like the music. Like the music. So what is the topic of today? The tune. I was taken by this ba 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 bam, ba 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 bam. I was taken emotionally by this simplistic 2 minutes tune. Wow, it was way out. Mozart, they called him Wonder Boy because he was a child when he started doing these things, like music. So if you don't like classic, you like rock, but this is rock deluxe. People that doesn't know a thing or two about classic, you see, classic is the classic paved a way to the rock. It was the past days rock and roll. And I have heard Bob Dylan so many times. And he have something which appeals to me in a very profound way. Like a rolling stone. Like something out of the ordinary. Something that needed to be said. Sang. The tune that was waiting to be done. The beauty of sound. I can't claim that to my voice. When I hear this music, maybe I can turn it on again, just for the fun of it. I like to whistle. Let me hear. See, when you are in this kind of motion, you get some boost. You get this musical, emotionally boost. And the people say that I'm not unstable. I'm easily moved, because this is catching exact what was me. Wow. Cheer up. Even my daughter loved it. So, wow, that is out of the ordinary. I needed that. And as I was talking about yesterday, the God which is hidden from everything, time. We are dependent on time. We are dependent on the matter, the space. So don't look away from God, which is within. Have a blessed Shabbat. Cheer, my friend, L'chaim, for the life, for embracing all what you love. Embrace life as it is, not as you wanted it to be, but as it is. Why turn always the sad face when you are facing hardship? Can't you embrace just for a moment and think, if this hardship is exactly for me, it's made for me. I don't want to portray myself as I know it all by your shoes, no. I don't know. but it's something graceful, it's something beyond ourselves. If we can embrace the hardship, the turmoils, just to say, maybe this was for me, not as a punishment, not as a revenge, not as something God sent and he wished me all the bad stuff. No, but the hardship we endure is something for the spirit to grow. If I'm poor, if I'm homeless, if I'm begging, if everything is going wrong, the rain is stopped or it rains all the time, so it spoils every harvesting and drains away the seeds. Why not embrace the hardship, the hunger, the thirst? Yes, in order to say there is more to life than this food, than this hardship. There is more to life. There is much more. Maybe the blessing will be in your path. After encountering the hardship you have, let the hardship be the blessing, because you can turn everything to be a blessing. Why and how? Why? Because you should not see the end of it by your hardship. That is not the end of the world. It's the beginning. It's the birth, the pain when a woman gives birth to a child. It is much pain. And every woman that grows up knows exactly that when she is giving birth to the first, she is anxious, she is worried. Maybe I'm not going to live through this pain. But she does. And birth of the baby comes with a big relief. Glory! Now I'm through all this pain. Now I can see what I've been carrying all the 9 months or less in my womb, in my inside of me. There is much more to me that only meets the eye. Yeah, now we are 2 or 4 or 3, I don't know. But you see, the love of the life, embrace life, even it's all deserted. Everybody left and went. They didn't stick by you. You were left alone. Embrace that, because you needed to be alone. Maybe I'm too much myself sometimes. And that can happen. I can be too much myself. Then I need to be alone. I need to be contemplating. I need to do some research on myself. If I'm going out, keeping an anger mood in myself, I will go around and hurt other people. But I have to reorganize myself. I have to stabilize myself. I need to detox myself from that anger. I don't say that anger is wrong. No, you have anger because you have some reasons to be angry about. I have all these memories and stuff that I am angry at, people that I am angry at, because they have behaved very stupidly, very foolishly and very revengeful hateful and mock me and everything, but I have to come to terms. I have to I have to see past those things. I have to see past those people. I have to see the one behind, that maybe he or she did that because there were love that was broken. There were promises or wishful thinking that was broken. Things went bad for those people. But for me, I didn't experience so bad without that kind of tormenting thing. I am blessed. So when people see blessed people, they feel envious. Then they turn to revenge. So be a blessing to everybody. Do good, because it's right to do good. Don't revenge yourself because you are experiencing some hardship. That is not so good. That is quite bad. That is quite bad. So be in that tune of music. Start every day with this. Da 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 da. Wow. It is the most exciting. I have heard many classical music. It is marvelous, but this was like a tipping point or borderline with a joyful spirit, and it's like the upper tone is triggering the lower tone, the bass, the instrument are harmonizing to each other. The tunes, the melody, the rhythm, and the level of everything is harmonizing, and it's the upper is like a whistling bird that intrigues and wake up the troll that like we are attuned in some way. We are harmonizing. We are here. Let us go and get it. So that is something. When people, I have experienced that sometimes. I can have a idea or some thoughts that I have been contemplating over days, which have been intriguing me and inspiring me. And one time I remember we had this philosophical hour at the library. I like to talk with people, and we were a group talking together with each other, and was reflecting over some topic. And I am a open, as you can see and hear, I'm a very open, reflected guy that can get the idea of thoughts that I play out. And I did that time. I do it every time, but that time it was like this harmonic tune of Mozart that I did the first whistling, and I was up there, and everybody seemed to be in tune with that. They loved to talk about that kind of idea or that kind of concept that I was reflecting on. So in some way or form, I didn't design it, but it was just there. It was in the middle of the crowd that we could talk, like harmonizing together, like we are confirming each other and no one got the podium. Yes, I was the starter. I was the conductor, or what do you call it. But people was talking like something was really intriguing them all. And that is what I will say, something of the human spirit. And what was in this music is something deep and profound, human spirit entity that when those instruments are playing, it's not we are the one that experiencing it. We are the one that are listening and have this joyful experience. But it's only tunes by itself. It's only this instrument, that tune, beep bop, beep bop. So you can't really enjoy it. Yeah, because it's a human quality. It's a human attribute that can appreciate that kind of accompaniment, or what you call it in English. So I also had this for many, many years. I had the same experience with the church I was attending in Kongsberg. We were at a camp. It was called the church camp weekend, and I was asked to lead some evening sermon. I don't know what to call it, but it was. I asked someone if they could have some testimony or something to say, and I asked a little bit around, but not that seriously, and I was quite that was my first time leading all the crowd together. I didn't know how that would go, and I was quite tense, but I think I behaved normally, and people were contributing, and I saw the idea of something when we did that if you confirm the quality of other people, they will play accordingly. They are playing in the same tune that you are. There is so many secrets to that. If you confirm the other person which you meet, he or she will play along like we are now dancing. And people have, I think people forgot all about that. That kind of dance, that kind of confirming that we are together, we are dancing together, we have to follow some united rules of engagement. So that's, and I did that with the whole church that was attended there at this camp. And it was really a pleasurable time. For me, at least. I don't know whether people can remember that, but for me that was a new experience of my attributes, that I can do some kind of promoting people to contribute with what they have contemplating or reflected on, because every human, I was promoting that kind of idea for a very long time now. From that meeting on, I understood that everybody, even the low-level people that didn't say so much, that didn't contributed so much, even they had something to say. and I named some names there. Now you have to say something, you Svein and Lars and everybody, come on. And they contributed. They were contributing with their stuff. And it was all, it was different from every individual. But the theme of it was the same, but from different angles. Angles. So when you have this diamond, this cut, this prism, the crystallizing spectre of it, it become a gem. That's why people like the cut diamond, because it shows different angles of the stone with a bright reflection like a torch. That is the theme. And today people, the pastors, the elders, the leaders are so afraid of letting people loose and free of having their saying, because they are afraid for if this man is going this way, how would I gather this way? It should be like that. So they are afraid. They don't believe in people anymore. They don't confirm other people anymore. They are foolish retards that don't believe in the human spirit. They don't believe in their own spirit either. Because if you have this kind of spirit that really seek the truth, seek the united kingdom, the unity of old friends, of relatives, you don't believe anyone but yourself. But you don't believe in yourself either, because that is a quality to the human, to believe in their fellow human being. So, my friends, keep turn on your favorite tune and do this harmonizing play. It's so beautiful. Oh yeah, that's it. That's how it goes. Shabbat Shalom, my friends. Be in peace, go with God, and be a blessing.